Why do we age? Since 1999, Dr. David Sinclair's team at Harvard Medical School has been engaged in cutting-edge research to find ways to extend our lifespan and treat the diseases that accompany old age. Their findings have been published in the leading peer-reviewed journals, made international headlines, and have completely revolutionized the way scientists think about aging.
Often scientists talk about a paradigm shift. What that really means is it's a totally new way of thinking about science. And we think we've just gone through a paradigm shift in aging research. And that is the understanding that there are genes that control aging. If there are master controllers of aging, you can theoretically have just a little pill. Then we could have potentially a big impact on the world and slow down and treat many diseases. The first big breakthrough was understanding why yeast cells grow old. Turns out that their chromosomes get rearranged. But what's important about that is that we discovered a gene called SIR2 that slows down this chromosome rearrangement. And these genes are activated by adversity, like if you're not eating enough, for example. Calorie restriction is the best way we know of right now to activate these pathways. Another way is exercise. Now, plants have the same response. When they are calorie restricted, they turn on their sirtuin pathways, just like we do. And the way they do it in the plant world is they make resveratrol and polyphenols like resveratrol. Now, one of the tricks that we've learned is you don't need to eat stressed plants. You can purify the molecules, ingest those, and get the benefits, the natural benefits of stress in the food supply. So the way resveratrol works is actually it's a small molecule that binds to the protein made by these genes. And you can think of this protein as a traffic cop that's talking to other proteins in the cell, telling them, go out and repair DNA, go out and keep nerve cells alive, don't die, improve memory. In the muscles, the enzyme tells mitochondria to amplify up and become more numerous and active. So you can think of it a little bit like a Pac-Man. You remember this old game from the 1980s? It's chomping off and talking to other proteins and chomping little chemical groups off other proteins. Now, resveratrol comes along, it's a little molecule, and it binds and sticks to this protein. And instead of chomping slowly, it's now chomping fast and communicating to those other proteins. So instead of repairing DNA slowly, these proteins are set off like an emergency call, going out and repairing the DNA, repairing neurons, keeping the nerve cells alive, making muscle more active, amplifying up their mitochondria, their energy packs. And so you can actually turn on this pathway just by ingesting a small molecule that turns on the pathway. This was a real turning point for my science in the field, because what we've learned since 2003 was that this resveratrol and the molecules called polyphenols are able to work not just in yeast cells to extend lifespan, but every organism we've fed them to. We now have the knowledge and the technology to slow down the aging process. We do this routinely in the labs here, and it may be that people are already slowing down aging. And we'll see that 5-10 years from now that there's a group of people who are living longer, healthier lives. You know, hopefully I'm one of them taking resveratrol. But we definitely have the technology now to slow down aging. That's no question. The way I think about aging is that there are causes of aging, and above that are the regulators, these sirtuin genes and other genes that can be activated by diet, calorie restriction, or polyphenols like resveratrol. Some main causes of aging. One is DNA damage, another are called age, which are damaged proteins, and the third are the mitochondria, these power packs that get damaged as we get older, and actually as they get damaged, they generate damaging free radicals that cause even more problems. One of the things we've just discovered is that these longevity genes, the sirtuins, are able to help the body's natural defenses against broken DNA. So when DNA gets damaged, it's like a typo in a manuscript. Now what we found is that the sirtuin pathway and resveratrol is able to help the body find the typo and fix the typo. And as we get older, there's a lot of mutations that accumulate, particularly inside mitochondria, these power packs. And it's these mitochondrial mutations that seem to exacerbate the production of damaging free radicals. And so an elderly person their body is pumping out lots of free radicals because their DNA in the mitochondria has been damaged. So here's the exciting thing, and that is that polyphenols like resveratrol are able to alter mitochondria such that they are not just more powerful, but more efficient. And what that means is that they put out more energy without creating the free radicals. So you can actually have the benefit without the side effects. Age proteins are essentially youthful proteins that have become damaged by free radicals or linked to sugar, which can be exacerbated by diabetes, high blood sugar. Now the problem is that while the body can clear most of these damaged proteins, some are just stuck in our skin, stuck in our tissues, and the body can't get rid of them and they accumulate as we get older. And a real breakthrough is the ability to remove these damaged proteins from our tissues. And that, we think, should be able to slow down the aging process. We have the technology now to make molecules, products, consumer products, drugs, that can be taken to give you the benefits of dieting and exercise without actually having to do those things. And so my lab has an ongoing interest in the whole polyphenol family and the health benefits that they could impart, either singly or preferably in combination with resveratrol. And when you turn on the body's defenses, the natural defenses, you might expect remarkable things, and that's what we're seeing in the clinic, in human trials against diseases like diabetes, and hopefully soon many others.